Yes, we are in there. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. All right. Hey, Betty. Oh, my goodness. We are live. We are live. Yes. Okay. So I'm just I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody know that we are live. And I just want to thank you guys for joining me for my first live ever. Okay, Betty, I'm so excited tonight. So, we're going to have some fun and we're just going to do a little educational aspect of it. Okay, let's see. So, we're just going to wait for a few. Give me 1 second. 1 second. So we're just gonna wait for a couple more people to come in before we get started. Everybody, if you're here, just come in. Hey, Tara. Hi. We are actually live on YouTube. Okay, just give me 1 second. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I am just informing the people really quickly so we can get things going. And sorry for the tardiness. I did not know if I hit for kids. If I hit for kids to be able to see this, then you guys would not have a comment section. So I definitely want to see comments as we're um, vibing out tonight. So yes, 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 yes. So how's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? We're gonna wait just a little while longer. Um, I know it's 13 after the hour, but we're gonna wait just a little while longer to let some additional people come in. And then right now we have two people that's in here. So once we get to like five, then we're gonna go ahead and get started. But in the meantime, please let me know where you're from, what is it that you do, and how did you hear about myself? This is so cool. Oh my God. I can't believe this is like happening. And I do have a diamond painter in front of me. So I want to be able to show what diamond painting it is. Okay, so I see three. So make sure when you come in, make sure you say hi. Um, let everyone know who you are, where you're from, what is it that you do, and how did you hear about me. This is very different from the other platforms, and it's still cool. Just something to get used to. So once as I get more familiar with YouTube, then it's gonna be amazing, very amazing. So I am excited, truly, truly, truly excited. Tomorrow there will be a test run tomorrow. So if you do see me live tomorrow, you can ignore it. It will just be a test run. So you don't have to join it. It's just a test run to see um, about an idea that I'm trying to do. Okay, so Tara says, LOL, nope, it isn't all that different. Other than the fact that your community is new, you will have more people joining as you do this more often. Yes. Oh, a test run can be done in private. Okay. 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 I'm learning. I'm learning. So anytime you do a test, you can do it as private. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Because I just don't want to come on and people get excited like, oh, she's on, and then, um, okay, okay. So the comments will be seen after it's saved. Okay, okay. I'm excited. So I get to learn all this new stuff. Um, so we're just gonna go ahead and move right along. Because I don't want to hold anyone up. So tonight, I'm just going to introduce myself, a little bit about diamond painting, and then I'm going to actually start diamond painting. So need to read them out like this one. Okay. Okay. So first and foremost, I am welcome. I am D, the diamond painter. I am the owner of D for Diamond Painting. I create non-traditional diamond paintings like the ones you see behind me, except this one in the middle. That's like the first one when I first started out. I make keychains. I make brooches like the brooch that I have on. And then I also make whistleinas. I can grab one right here. I make whistleinas. And these little guys right here are actually little people from Divine Vision Frames, which I will talk about a little later, that are made from Betty. And she's in the comments. So this is Whistlina. It's just a bling whistle that actually still works. And I just added today on the website, I just added home decor items that you can definitely go purchase today. Also, I am an ambassador for three amazing, beautiful companies that are dear to my heart. The first one will be Artistro paint pens. Anything that you see, like earrings, the brooches, the home decor items, even onto the diamond paintings, I will. Those are paint pens that I'm using or their paint. And then also, I am an ambassador for Divine Vision Frames. Yes, these beautiful frames here. She has a lot of different frames for many different types of styles. You can put your prescription in them. If you're not sure about one, you can always ask, and she will let you know. Third, but not least, because I plan on being more of a ambassador for other companies, Roy Beauty Beads. Marsha, she sells chip. We call these chippy bracelets. These are chippy bracelets. These are also bracelets. These are bracelets. Um, these are 8 O's. So I'm learning my size. So these are 8 O's and waist beads, and this one has like a crystal on it. She specialized in waist beads. She is also a co-owner of Invictus as well. But definitely you can go to my link, and I do have my link tree in my bio here, and you can definitely get you 10% off from Artistra, $5 off regular price frames from Divine Vision Frames, and Royal Beauty Bees. You can get 10% off. In my link tree, it will tell you exactly what you can do for you to get those discounts. Okay, so I am excited. So I'm gonna go over to the comments for a section. Okay, okay. So don't forget that most of people that followed you also or join this page. Yes, yes, I am aware. I am aware. But my goal was to come live tonight. I had to do it before Thursday. So we had like a hiccup in the beginning of getting everything started. So we had to wait. But we're here, and that's all that matters. And we're gonna continue to be here on this platform as we grow and we get to do different type of things. So I'm gonna go over what diamond painting is to me, and I'm gonna describe it a way that's easier for me for you to understand. So diamond painting is literally paint by numbers, but you're using rhinestones or AKA drills. And what you're doing is, I'm gonna show you an example, and this is what we're working on tonight. This little guy here, Stitch. I have been asked to do this, so I'm doing it. So this right here is your color code or your grid. So let's go to number one. Number one says blue. So what will you do is these are your drills. I'm gonna use this one first because it's out of the package. This is your drills. So what will you do? You will look for number one. All of these are labeled for you. I know you can't see it, but it's have numbers on here, and it's labeled for you. So what we would do, we will go to number one, get the drills out, and you will put them in. This comes with your diamond painting as well. So I call this the boat. So you get one of these as well. So you could just pour number one in here, and then you will use a tool like this, like your pickup tool. This is the individual side, and this side is a multiple where you could pick up. This one goes up to four, so you can pick up four at a time. So once you have them on, then you go to, so number one is number one. So we will go to number one and start placing all the number ones for that color. Okay. And then you just continue and you continue and you continue until you get the painting done. And then once it's done, you have a beautiful painting that are made from diamond paint, diamonds, or AKA resin. Or if you like me, where you're using glass rhinestones, or you're using resin rhinestones, or multiple type of things that you can use, 3D items, like Rihanna, like she has a belly that's 3D. Kobe that has a ball which has hair. So it's all left up to you how you want to do your painting. If you are not ready to explore, that's okay. You just start where you're comfortable at when doing your diamond painting. And as you get more and more comfortable, then you can start adding the extra stuff on. And once you start diamond painting, you would get way more comfortable with it. You would be like, "Oh, I can move this over here, or I can replace this with this, or I don't want to do that." So it's all about how you want to do it, and just have fun with it. If you want to go for 5 minutes a day, that's fine. If you want to do 10 minutes a day, or hours, or whatever, that's fine too. I just suggest to start somewhere because it is very relaxing. It does stop the brain from overthinking. If you're like me, where my brain is constantly going and going and going, diamond painting, what it does for me is to just calm my brain down. And I just get to focus on one thing, and I can literally sit and go for hours, but I will have to take a break because I can't sit just consecutively like that. But it gives me time to just relax my brain. And if anything with mental health, you want to like calm your brain down, so it'll give your body time to just relax. And that goes with crafting. That goes with crafting within itself. But for me, diamond painting does that for me, and any of the other things that I do. But diamond painting is very close and dear to my heart. I am gonna talk a little bit what how I came into diamond painting, so you can understand how did she even get started. Like, who does this? So I was in a very dark place in my life, and my mental health was really, really, really taking a hold on me. I still have my challenges to today, but it's not like it was back then. My grandmother did pass away in February 17th, to not 2019, after I had my daughter. And it was a sudden death. We found her, and it was very devastating. So I didn't know what to do, and I want to say around maybe August or maybe a little bit before then. Late night, couldn't sleep on Instagram, just strolling. And diamond painting came up. And I was like, what is that? That is gorgeous. Didn't pay it no mind. I kept going on with my life. And another 2 or 3 nights on Instagram, it kept popping up. And I said, I should try that. So after I researched it, and I saw some places it was a little high to get a kit. And I went on our favorite place that everybody tends to go shop at. I went on Amazon, and that's when I found more reasonable kits that I could get at the time. And I got 2 kits. Hubby got me my first 2 kits, and one of them I have. Where is it? I have over there. You can't see it, but it's still placed where I can see it. And one day I might move it right here so you guys can see it. It doesn't look anything. When I tell you guys, it doesn't look any. Y'all would be like, "Oh, bless her heart." But it's a reminder of how far I have came. But diamond painting found me, and diamond painting saved my life. So I've been rocking with diamond painting ever since then, and it has been amazing. So I suggest anyone to at least try painting. They have partials. Now, what a partial is, okay, so let's just say this is stitch, right? This is all stitch. Just this right here is stitch, and this is just a diamond painting. But all this white is just already covered. It doesn't have a place for no drills or rhinestones or whatever. That is called a partial diamond painting. So you could start off with a partial so you don't feel so overwhelmed with the entire size painting. And this one is a 30 by 40. So you could start off with a partial where you just have, not, I don't know if they have one for stitch, but just this center right here you could just focus on. So definitely you can always, or stickers. Isn't he cute? It's so I was like, oh my God, which one? Which one? And I finally made, I was like, this one is cute. I'm gonna go with this one because I do have an idea in my head of what I'm going to do. Not certain exactly what I'm gonna do, but I have an idea of what I'm going to do. And I just suggest you start. They do have stickers. So if you're not gun ho about getting an actual painting, you can get a sticker. I'm going to show you what stickers look like. So these are diamond painting stickers. So as you see, they're a little bit smaller. you can sit and do this sheet. Or if you just say, you know what, I just want to do one. I want to have an Avengers wall. That is new to me, Betty. That would be nice. That would be nice. Oh my God, that would be nice. So the stickers, you can definitely start off with the stickers if you would like, just to warm you up, just to see if it's something that you will want to do. I know you got baby Groot, yeah. Yeah, so I suggest just starting somewhere just to get your feet wet is amazing. So I started a little bit on Stitch, but I said I had to put him. Hi, Makita. Yeah, the stickers are so fun. Yeah, I got discouraged one day, you guys. The stickers were already done, but I went somewhere and they did not sell, and I was like, I'm gonna just toss them in. My sister was like, no, you're not. What you're gonna do with them is you're going to place them with your packaging. And I was like, yes, okay, all right. So now for you to get any beautiful bling stickers from me, matter of fact, I'm gonna show you. I'm going to show you what stickers you can. I'm going to show you the stickers. Oh, I'm just knocking things over with my chair. Oh, she did. Oh, that's nice. So these are the stickers. See how cute that is? These just an example of the stickers. A little cupcake. We got what is this? Ice cream. And you see that shine on there? Let's see what else we have. Let's see. So these are my stickers that I would add with your packaging when you purchase something. Look at that. Look how cute that is. And I think this one right here, you guys, is so cute. This one is so cute. I was like, oh my God, I want it. But I was like, I can't do that because I've been untook everything. We got a unicorn. We got a unicorn. We got swag. This says swag. So that's just a few frames for Divine Vision frames. Let's see, a little heart. So there's different types of little cherries. There's different types. There's different types. So you can now. I don't use the now since I'm the diamond painter. I tend to bling mines a little bit more. Okay, I tend to bling mines. Look at this donut, y'all. Now this made me want to go get a donut right now. Look at that donut. So I tend to bling mines with either glass rhinestones or resin rhinestone, the more fancier ones, or the jellies. And the names that I'm saying are different types of rhinestones. So you can have fun with rhinestones if you guys like. You guys can definitely have fun. I'm more of a glass girl, rhinestones, because I just love the way it looks. But don't get me wrong, resin will give you the same shine. You would not be able to tell unless you're familiar with the different types of rhinestones. But you wouldn't be able to tell which one is glass and which one is not, unless you're educated on the different the different types of rhinestones. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and get into just I'm gonna go ahead and start getting into um blinging. I have been told this is blinging. It's just a different type of blinging. So you can bling anything. So I am now qualified as a blinger. So don't get it twisted. So and then when you pour them in a tray, you don't wanna fill it up. Now I could have poured more, but I just want to see, you don't want to pour too much, because if you pour too much, you won't have room to give it a little shake so they can line up perfectly so you can grab. So I am going to be working in the Y. So for me, what I tend to do is, what works better for me is I tend to do the largest color first. So whichever color has the most that has to get done, that's what I tend to start with first. That's what worked for me. Everybody has different ways of doing things. Some people do kit up, and what that means is they take all of the drills and they put it in storage and they label them. So for number one, the symbol would be number one. For number two, we might have a cross or we might have a star. So it just depends. So they go ahead and label everything. And once they label everything, I don't do it because it takes time. And I'm like, by the time we do all of that, we could have been down the line. That's just me. I'm not knocking it, but that's just not what I do. And then when it comes to the actual painting, some people will start like, they will section it off into squares or rectangles or whatever, and then they will just work like, I'm gonna show you so you have a better idea. Okay, so say this part right here, this right here. So we're gonna block that off. They block it off. So this is one, this is two, this is three. So they go to one, fill everything in one. Once they're done, they go to two, fill everything in two, so on, so on. That's fine. You could do that too, but I don't do it because I would get bored. I would just be like, because I like to move around. So I like to move around when I'm doing mine, so I don't like to get stuck in one location. So okay, Betty. So that's what I do. And then I want to show you this too. So in your kit, you would get like a yellow, I mean, not yellow, Lord have mercy. You would get a red little square thing. This is the wax. So the wax is what helps you pick up the rhinestones or the drills, whichever one you prefer to call them, diamonds, rhinestones, drills, whichever one you decide. And what you would do is you would take the tip, or you could take the multiplier, and what you want to do is dip it down over in, give it a little wiggle, give it a little wiggle. My little thing came off, y'all. Give it a little wiggle. We've been through some things. And then you want to take that extra. If it doesn't go in the first time, that's fine. You could just move around. Oh yeah, my little wax container. Sometimes, depending on the kit, sometimes you might get these in your kit, or you might get a little small round one. So it just depends on who made the kit, where's the kit coming from. Where you might get tweezers in the kit, believe it or not. So it just depends on who's sending you the kit. So you just dip that over in there. I always tend to take the excess off, because when you're dipping down, it's going to push the wax down. And so you're going to have some that, kind of comes out through the side. And that's fine if it does. You could just wipe it off. So I'm going to use the multi. And then the multi is the same way. You dip it down in, wiggle it around, get the excess off. So when you're using the multiple one, you just press it down, kind of wiggle it a little bit to get them on there, and they're on there. And we just gonna place it right where the wires are. You see how it came off? So that's no glue, any of that. Now, if you tend to get to an area and you're not able to get I like to call them diamonds, the diamonds on there, then just check the area. Make sure it's no film like the paper, like this right here, this clear piece is not on there. Or sometimes they might, mostly it's film, or it might have a different type of covering. Just make sure it's not covering. If for any reason that's not the case, all you want to do is take a diamond. I hope you guys can see I'm moving back some. Take it and just kind of move it around in the area. That will make it get tacky again. If that doesn't work, you can always use tacky glue. With tacky glue, you just it's white. You just but it will clear dry. All you want to do is just put like a little bit. You do not need a lot, because if you use a lot, it's gonna mess your painting up. Like it's gonna look messy. And just I'm gonna tell you this too. So the wax just came off top on the diamond. That's okay too. So if that happens, you could just easily just wipe it off. Like I'm wiping it off now. And as I go, this is my other tool. I was blessed with this one. I love it so much. So this one is a multiplier tool. This goes up to 8. Normally I do between 1 to 4, but if I'm doing a large painting, then I will go to this one. But I suggest if you want to do a multiply, I suggest you do 4, because there can get out of whack with the placement. So you want everything to stay within the grid. So how I straighten this out, I use this end. Or I have, where is it at? I had it up here. Okay, here we go. So, or I will use this just to keep my tips in line. Okay. Oh, thank you. So I would just press down, go in between, just give a little wiggle and lift up. And sometimes you have to do the other part. This will help get your line straight. Don't worry about it if they're not like perfectly straight. Okay. Long as they're not like all over the place, because they can get like all over the place. But just make sure they have some type of unified line. What else can I say about diamond painting? There is two types of diamond paintings. So you may hear round or square. Okay, square. I'm about to start talking about you. I do not suggest for your first time getting a square diamond painting. I just don't. And the reason why I say that, because if those drills are not a perfectly square shape, you're going to have what we call popping. Popping means that it's going to start lifting up. They're going to start, like, they're literally going to start popping up off the canvas. So if they're not unified shape, you can have problems. And that means you're going to have to keep, like, going back, reinforcing everything. What I love about round drills, and these are round, these are circle, you don't have that much of a problem. Only time that I have a problem is when I'm dealing with a diamond that's bigger than what it's supposed to be on a painting. Typically, diamond painters use a size between 2.8 to 3. I sometimes will go, and 3 is kind of pushing it. Sometimes I might use a 4. So it just depends. I don't like squares. Will I do square? Yes. But if I don't have to, then I won't. So I'm gonna read the comments. You like Like using that too. Yes. Yeah, one by one. Yeah, yes, it's more time, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, I agree too, Tara. Like I like I can most of the time, even though I use a multiplier, I still tend to go back to the single. I still go back to that one because I feel like I can move faster because when you have to use a multiple, you're trying to make sure that you're getting that amount on there. But with the one, I feel like I can just keep going. But I do use it. But four is cool with me. So Betty said, yeah, Betty, I don't like squares. Give me a good um, give me a good round any day. And see, like we just going. And like I said, you're gonna get and a lot of people do like squares because squares they don't have so think about a circle. You put two circles together, there's gonna be gaps because they're circles. But if you put two squares together, there's no gaps. So a lot of people like the fact that you don't have gaps. But the painting still be beautiful with the gaps. Okay. Um, and that's what I use. So a lot of times when you seeing myself do diamond paintings, I am doing a circle. I'm doing rounds. And the opening doesn't bother me. Betty said find somebody else to do it. Yeah, I just the one that Betty, you're not gonna be happy when I say this. The diamond painting that I did not have a problem with doing the square, which is a square diamond painting, is it. If you haven't seen it, you will have to go to the website to see it. I use um I use round drills in that, but it was predominantly square, like square. But because who I am, I don't even care about the grid. I'm gonna do what I want to do. And when I say grid, think about a grid. Diamond painting is actually a grid format that you're working on. That the square will be a square and the round will be a round. And you're working within that grid. So if the grid is off, if the foundation is off, your painting will be off. So the foundation doesn't have anything to do with you. It has something to do with the manufacturer of the painting. And it can throw you off. But as I have gotten to where I'm at, I'm like, okay, I can maneuver it. But if you have a square grid, right, a full square grid, you will not be able to do all rounds. It's not. I don't care who you are. You wouldn't because the format is not the foundation is not correct. Have I had that problem? Yes, I have had a getting ready to do a custom and the format as I'm getting started, I'm like, okay, this is off. It's off. And then when I looked at it, I was like, okay, this is a square grid. And that's okay. I just kept it moving and kept doing what I had to do. But you guys, I just want you guys to start if you haven't started with a diamond painting. You will be you will be so happy and proud of yourself. It does take time. It does take time, but um the more you get familiar with it, before you know it, you be like, I've been doing this for 4 hours. Oh my God. You really be like blown away. The time definitely escapes. You in your own space A lot of times I might watch a movie while I diamond paint, or I might just listen to music while I'm doing it. But I get into a whole rhythm, and right now I'm doing one. If you don't see that, because I just don't keep feel like flipping, and sometimes I flip like this. It just depends on the mood. So if you see me flip, a lot of times I don't know that I'm flipping. I don't know. I just go with it. But you definitely have to try it. Definitely have to try it. Does anyone have any questions? Like, I'm here to educate. I won't answer everything, but I am here to educate. Um, if you want me to answer like any tips that I might can give when it comes to diamond painting, I would definitely answer. Or you can even ask me about stitch, um, because a lot of you guys wanted me to do stitch. So I have stitch. I'm working on stitch, but I will have to put stitch down when a painting arrives that I have to work on. Okay. Yes. Yes. You know, I have done a couple of those. I've done a couple of those. Okay. What would you use if we find that the canvas is not sticky for every reason? Okay. So if the canvas is not sticky, first you want to make sure that this film is up. Like, make sure that you don't have any film that's stuck to the canvas. That's the number one reason why it might not stick. If your diamond is just sliding, most likely it's the film that's some film is left there. Okay, two, if it's not sticky anymore, what you want to do is just take one. And what you want to do is just move it around in a circular motion. Don't get too hard with it. Just move it around in a circular motion. That will reactivate the glue. So if that doesn't work, then you can use tacky glue. Now, when you're using tacky glue, you don't want to put like a whole bunch. Once you lay it out, you want to kind of like smooth it out so it's flat as possible. Because if you put like a glob and you try to put the um the diamond down or the drill down on it, it's gonna look like a mess. So you want to make sure that you're placing it down, like smooth it out a little bit. Make sure it's not any globs left, and then you're good to go. So, but those are the three things that have helped for me. Tacky glue, you always want to have some tacky glue. It's gonna be white, but it's gonna dry clear. It will dry clear. Is one time. As long as it's a glue that's tacky, you will be fine. I wouldn't suggest like no super glue or nothing like that. Some tacky glue will be just enough for you. Like, you don't have to use industrial type glue, or you don't have to get crazy like that. But tacky glue, any glue that would give you that tacky, um, I would even go so far as using eyeshadow glue. Is it eyeshadow? Not eyeshadow. Eyelash glue. If I for some reason want to have tacky glue and I have eyelash glue, I would use eyelash glue. But make sure it's I know they have white eyelash glue, but long as it's tacky, where the key word is tacky. You gotta have the tacky. So basically, I have to use all the bottle that I have before using my KG. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, you could use. I'm not gonna say if you know who KG is and you know who KG is. that you can use too, because it has um that tacky feel to it. I haven't done it yet, but you can, because of that consistency in the glue. You definitely can. You can use it. And let's talk about borders. So let's go ahead and talk about borders. And the border, if you don't know what I'm talking about I call it the border. Okay. This is the border around here. Now some people just leave it as is. Some people put wash tape, and that's fine too. I used to just put wash tape. This one has just wash tape around it. Now this one have, not this one. These three have decorative glass around it now. But this is when I first started. It's just basic wash tape. This one has more like of a sequence type border around it. And then this one has LED lights around it. This one has the decorative glass and like 3D flowers. This one, the rhinestone, like the sequence, and then the flowers in the corner to match the sunflowers. So this is what I mean about the border. So anytime you hear me say I have to do your border or the border, this is what I'm referring to. So now my borders are not just like this anymore. They even more extravagant, because I feel like the border is like the ceiling to the painting. That's what's like, You're back, Makita. Thank you for coming back. Makita, did you see what I'm working on? Which painting I'm working on? If not, I will definitely show it again. So are you ready? Yes, you can. So we have Stitch. We have Stitch. And yes, I am. Let's cut mine because of the frames. Okay. So you okay? So some people do that too. They will. Thank you for mentioning them. They will actually cut. They will. They will cut along this line, so it would just be the painting itself. You can do that too. Like whatever you prefer to do. For me, I want you to have. I want you to have. I want you to have it. I want you to have everything. Um, but some people they do that. They don't even border where the border would be the the frame. The border would be the actual frame. Give me a second, guys. I have to drink a little H2O. Do y'all have any questions about Stitch? Like, are y'all curious about what's gonna happen to him? Like, I do have plans. I don't know exactly what all I'm gonna do, but I am going to have fun with him. And I'm going to start doing more characters. And I have other things in mind that I'm going to start providing for you guys. I just want everything to be not so expensive. Like, I want things to be at a nice rate. So I do have stuff in mind. that I'm trying to work on the logistics behind them. So when I do release it, it's not so many hiccups. Because anything that you do and you're introducing it, you have to get the bugs out. You have to weed all of that stuff out so it can be. Mwah. But you're still gonna have to tweak stuff every now and again. So I want as many bugs out as possible before I introduce. Cause I don't want to give y'all no bugs. I don't want to. I want to give you something nice, something nice. So how about this? How many people have worked on diamond paintings? How many people have actually gotten a diamond painting and actually worked on it? Or did you not even know about diamond painting? Like, is this your first time ever hearing about diamond painting? That's what I want to know. I have a small one and several stickers. Okay. Okay. Do you prefer drills or rhinestones? I prefer rhinestones. The drills are okay. It still give it a sparkle, but the rhinestones are just like, oh my god. The rhinestones just, it adds a different taste to it. Okay, boss chicks, you have done them before. Okay. Betty, you are a diamond painter baby. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So what Betty means, her mom is a diamond painter. Yes. Yes, the rhinestones just adds a different type of element to it. And there's so many different types of rhinestones, you guys, that can take your painting to a whole nother level. Before Swarovski stopped selling to the public, I even used Swarovskis. I even would use the hot fix ones, because they used to make a hot fix ones. You can use the hot fix because it still has glue. So because you don't have to worry that you're not ironing it on anything, you're not putting it on any clothing, but you can use hot fix as well because it's sticky, because it has that hot fix has that glue on the back. So you can actually use that as well. You didn't know that, did you? You thought hot fix was just hot fix. Like I'm gonna have to hot fix this. No, you don't have to. You can use hot fix rhinestones. So if you see, because sometimes they may have something a little bit different in the hot fix than in the non-hot fix, and you might want to use that, and you can use it. And if the glue wears off from that, remember we can go back to the tacky glue. So the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit. And you might be wondering where D going with this big bag. This bag, I put all my diamond painting info into a Ziploc bag. That's how I store it. So once I'm done, everything about Stitch will go in this bag. And I will seal it and it will be done. So I got this in January. So I actually have to write on my piece of paper that today I actually started again because I like to give myself a time frame. But my minimum time for a painting is like 6 hours. So if I don't reach a painting so if I do a painting for uh for 3 hours, I technically don't count it as a day because it wasn't the whole six. So what I would do is If the next day I use three, that would to be two. I will use that as one. If that makes sense to you. So my days have to be 6 to 8 hours. So that is my days. That's how I calculate how long it takes me to do a payment. Because I can't do a whole. I can't do like a whole bunch of time. If I go over the time I set for myself, that's my business. That's my business. I mean, I just wanted to put in some work. Work, 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 work. So I'm just going, straightening lines again. And what I'm going to do is, since this is our project, I am going to work on setting a time just for YouTube to come on. So I am going to schedule time. I'm going to see how I feel because I don't want to over exalt myself because I already am a co-host on another platform. So I don't want to overdo myself, but eventually, if you guys would ask to have a show, then that's something that I will, try to give you guys. And the show would be, maybe for an hour, give you guys an hour just so you can see when I'm working going. But if it's secrets, if it's some secret stuff, I would have to keep that secret. I would have to keep it a secret. But I might show you like a glimpse of behind the scenes. So that's what I want to offer, like behind the scenes, because I do know what I do is very different and very intriguing. And I want mine for y'all, just, bring y'all behind the scenes and let y'all see like what I do, you know. So we'll see as time go on whether I will provide a show, but in the meantime, I will give y'all notices of like, hey, we're gonna go live such and such day. So you can bring your diamond painting or your tumbler or your keychain or whatever it is that you're working on. You can bring here and we can, have fun and chat together while we're creating together. I don't like to say work because when you're passionate about something, it's not work. It's more so a passion. So I don't like to say work. Work is like you going clocking in and you like don't want to be here today, but I'm here. So this is more of creating. I call it creating. If you would like to use that, you can most definitely use it. Feel free, because your passion is not your work. So I am actually putting my tool down. This is my tool that straightens the line. So sometimes you might have to put it down and hold it, but I'm holding it at an angle. So let me lift my hand. So I'm holding it at an angle like this. Or if I needed to go this way, then I will hold it that way. And I just hold it for a little while just to help it. Because sometimes it likes to get stubborn. So you just want to hold it and just press just to get the lines how you want them. Okay. So I am gonna go ahead and end for tonight. I'm so happy that you guys came and joined me. I look forward into seeing more of you grow, more of you guys as we grow. And just remember, if you haven't tried a diamond painting yet, please try one. I hope next time when I come on that you're telling me that, yay, I have a diamond painting, whether it's an actual diamond painting or it's a sticker. Um, or just blinging, because blinging is the same as diamond painting. You're just using a different type of material or canvas or whatever you want to call it. You guys are so welcome. You're more than welcome. I had so much fun. This is my first time really like sitting down and educating. I feel like I really, even though I've done a class before, I really feel like I was able to really give some tips, educate, and I look forward to doing more of this. Thank you, Tara, for congratulating me. I really appreciate it. Appreciate it. I appreciate for the people that got me here to where I could go live. Um, so I definitely will see you guys later. Please turn on your notifications. If you have not, if you're seeing this and you have not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. Once again, my name is D, the Diamond Painter, and I am the owner of D for Diamond Painting. See you later.